but at the same time, I'm also doing it because I feel that way, not just because I'm just doing it for shits and gigs.
Yeah.
To just make you like get out of my, just get out of whatever you're going through right now. It's more of like, yeah, I actually feel this way and I want to hype you up and make you feel good. But sometimes you need an outside perspective or somebody to actually tell you, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. But in this case, it's more of like, you are autistic and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Correct.
It's not, just like, oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you at all. It's more of you have something going on and you can treat that. You can do it.
You can navigate life with this now that you know this is a thing.
Yes. And so, obviously the character couldn't really articulate that to his mom, but that's what's kind of going on. And then also what we see from the scene is the mom and then also Samir, he's actually they're going to Palestine. And unfortunately Mo at that moment couldn't go to Palestine because he didn't have he wasn't
green card,
citizen.
Yeah,
didn't have his green card. And so we actually see Samir actually check himself once he said something that felt like out of pocket. He saw people's faces and actually changed up and switched what he was saying and like, oh, sorry, yeah, no, I know you can't go. I wish you could.
Yes.
That stuff. Which is also, I thought, was like very meticulous and really good to also point out too, that the therapy was actually helping just like little by little. Yeah.
Facts, my guy. It's doing its thing. So my clients will have those moments. Shit, me and you have those moments where we say wild shit and then we're like, we're going to say this a different way moving forward. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Noted.
Definitely done that.
Yep.
I still try to catch myself saying shit. I'm just like, oops, my bad.
Yep.
I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I did in the therapy I just said. Happens. Oh, my God. I said a joke the other day, man. I'm going to just say this shit on here. I was talking in this meeting, right? And I was saying, yeah, I'm going to put the client in this group and not mine. And they were like, yeah, make sure you tell the other therapist that you're going to put them in that group. I said, of course I'm going to tell the other therapist. And I'm also going to tell my client that way when they show up to group, there's not some little Asian guy in there instead of like a 300-pound Mexican. And he loses it because there's a bunch of Asian people in the meeting, right? And my friend, my bestie here is an Asian dude. So I'm like, it's a fine description of him, right? I wasn't trying to be racist. And everyone's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, what the fuck? He's not Asian now?
I know. How dare you point out what he is?
Do you want me just to say the little thin guy? I could have just not said anything at all. I told him, he fucking cracked up because he wasn't in the meeting. And he's like, yeah, I would want you to tell your autistic client like who I am before they expect your big ass.
Little Asian one.
God, samurai sword.
It's Japanese.
That was racist. Well, it's still Asian.
It's Japanese, asshole. Jesus.
It's just Godzilla. We're all furries in here.
Because Jackie Chan, because Jet Li, because anything else. You said the two things that are not Chinese at all. Mao. The Mao motherfucker.
The little red book.
I'm just naming off Chinese.
I know.
Anyways.
Panda Express.
The debt.
The debt? The American debt?
Yeah. We owe them so much money.
Oh my God.
So much money.
Don't remind me. Better stop Medicaid so we can pay for that.
Remind us. Anyways.
But yeah. It's an interesting like dynamic to finally understand like what's going on like with your autistic mind, to understand like how you relate in the world. Like the whole show, this scene specifically with them reconciling is really good. But you see like how the therapy has helped because the headphones, so she's helping him navigate his sensory issues, overstimulation. Most likely they could add medication management in there. She's helping him with social skills and like some decency and how to navigate the world so he's not as off-putting. Like, you probably shouldn't eat that olive oil, you fatty. Like maybe that's not appropriate. And so that's not assimilating and giving up your identity, right? That's not necessarily masking. That's trying to relate in the world and actually work on yourself so you can have relationships and partnerships and friendships. I love it. I love that his mother, no matter what you say about her in this show, she is loving and protecting and affirming. And the way she looks at him and the way she just speaks Arabic is so magnificent. Oh, my artist, my son, right? And she's just so happy to see it. And it's so good.
Yeah.
And so many of us are so creative. Me and you, maybe not drawing, but me and you got our own vibes, our own things. And I love when people get affirmed for who they are. A really connecting scene. And then also it's funny because then Mo says something loving and he's already got his headphones on. You guys say anything? I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Like, hey man, I'm sorry about the business. I love you. What?
What?
Nothing.
Just let me draw, you fuckers.
God, let me draw fucking Palestine. Jesus.
I got to
draw those lines that those certain people don't want us to see.
Oh my God. Yep. Well, that's what we the motherfuckers. I'm just gonna say that, motherfuckers. Last scene.
Yeah. This is a scene where they're having Thanksgiving. Brought all the family, all the fam together, all the friends. And mom and sis are having a talk by themselves. At first it was about Samir and how mom just kind of felt about her, going behind her back and things like that. But then also it was a good conversation for the sister as well to just say like, hey, even though I went behind your back, it's working out and it's going well. And also she's paying for it. The sister's paying for it. So, hey, that works too.
Yeah.
And then it turns into more of a conversation because during this whole season, also the mom has been always been looking at her phone to see updates about Palestine and what's been going on over there. And it's a good deep connection and talk with the sister just about how it's affecting them there because all they can do, or here in the States, because all they can do is watch what's happening to people in Palestine, their people, and how you should be able to go on with your life even though such bad things are happening over there, right? And it's also a great moment because we can see that we can be our individual selves and show people that we're not just about our traumas. We're about just being ourselves and being able to be people, right? And not just people who are being tortured, killed, and all that stuff. We are people who can also live regular lives and be like everybody else. And we're not any different or less than any other people. So
spot on. Well said. I know that's the only scene that we put in about, just solely Arab, Palestine. I had some other ones, but just too much material to get to. It's already a pretty long pod right now as the time is. But I wanted to put it in there, the dynamic between her and her daughter, and what a lot of people that are neurodivergent and autistic are going through also right now with the justice sensitivity, just being very empathetic, very loving, very caring. So it deregulates a lot of my clients to see the state of the world with the presidency now, right? Some people love it. Obviously, a lot of my neurodivergent clients don't. A lot of queer folks, a lot of trans folks, a lot of immigrants, a lot of people of color, a lot of poor folks,
employees,
farmers, pretty much everyone. There's a lot of things that bad could be happening. And so a lot of people are freaking out, man. It's really hard to focus, to get away from their fucking cell phone and the social media. So I'm helping a lot of my clients change their algorithms, set like limits on some shit. I'm also like, I don't change your algorithm on social media. This goes for everyone listening. If you're on your TikTok and you're getting nothing but news and like Twitter, Meta, whatever it is, unfollow some of the things, mute some of the things. And if you want to get, I need to stay informed, don't watch someone trauma blasting on there. That's going to be too much emotional for you maybe because you already shown that you can't handle it. Let's download some apps for news and then you can read these articles and then you can consent into clicking on it and reading further if you want to. It's like the mom. It's not social media. It's the news app that's freaking her out. It's usually a little bit safer though to download a couple apps that they trust. News outlets. I'm not going to say any on here because I don't want to endorse any of them. But yeah, things to check out. The mom is magnificent with some nuggets. You're more than your trauma. You're more than your trauma. Us as a people, more than our trauma and the genocide. The way you live is to be more happy and peaceful. I get also a lot of folks advocate, send money back, protest, help change policies, call your congressman, all that stuff. But you're more than just that misery. And there's a lot of black folk too, all right, that have been through this and they understand you're more than just your misery. You're more than just poverty or than slavery. A lot of Hispanics, Mexicans, land stolen, native stolen. You're more than just that. You're not just solely your trauma. Big part of you. It's not all who you are, though. Love that scene. There's a very ending scene with her and Mo. And she says, you know, does Allah doesn't care about this or your profession, right? They love you. They want you to be happy and like proud of who you are. Use your skills, right? But it doesn't really matter what degrees or certificates you have, right? Allah means God. And so it's just very powerful moments on what it is to be different in America or different anywhere. And I love her as a mom and her daughter hugging and consoling each other. And I love that they're speaking Arabic and that our fans and listeners, Spencer, are going to hear some Arabic from these Palestinian actors. Mm-hmm. That's really, and they're not going to understand what the fuck they're saying in the car, but it's going to be magnificent because these stories are never told.
Yeah.
Never told. So I know it's in Arabic. I'm sorry, some of it, but it's still magnificent. And me and Spencer get to be part of like a lot of you listening to that, which are probably white, black or brown, but not necessarily Arabic or Muslim, Palestinian. So it's cool to share that culture.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Check out the full episode on our channel and anywhere you find podcasts. Also, remember to like and subscribe. Whoop whoop.